So, in today's fast paced, hyper connected world, mental health problems have become more prevalent than ever. Issues like anxiety, depression, and stress seem to be nearly universal, leaving many people to wonder why so many are struggling. The truth is that society as we know it is not built for our human well being. Society, expectations, and standards lead us far from the natural way we are meant to thrive. So, here's 6 reasons why most people suffer from mental health issues. Welcome to the Urban Warrior Survival Podcast, where street smarts meet primal instincts. I'm B-Rock, your guide to mastering self-defense, survival skills, and the mindset to thrive in any situation that life throws at you. If you're ready to level up your game and join the tribe of warriors preparing for the real world, head over to Patreon at Urban Warrior Survival. There you'll get exclusive tips, gear breakdown, gear audits, and behind-the-scene content you won't hear anywhere else. Now let's get into it. Number 1, people are disconnected from nature. In ancient times, our ancestors lived in close harmony with nature. They spent their days outdoors, were physically active, and experienced the natural flow of life. In contrast, modern society has pushed us into urban environments where concrete and artificial lighting dominate, disconnecting us from the natural world. So what are the results? A rise in mental health issues like anxiety, depression, which are exacerbated by a lack of exposure to greenery, fresh air, and the grounding presence of nature. So what can you do about it? Every day, especially at work, try to take like 10 to 30 minutes of your time to go to like the park and just walk in nature. Or do it during your lunch break. But definitely try to get out into nature more and practice some earthing if you can. Number 2, overstimulation and information overload. Technology, while convenient, is a double-edged sword. We are constantly bombarded with information, social media updates, and a never-ending stream of notifications. This level of overstimulation puts our minds on high alert, contributing to the feeling of stress and anxiety. Our brains are not designed to process the constant influx of information, which leads people to mental burnout and emotional exhaustion. People are not meant to be plugged in 24/7. So what can you do about this? Get the hell off social media, turn off the TV, and give your brain time to just relax without all the external noise. Trust me, your brain is going to thank you for it. Number 3, something that most people are very guilty of, the pursuit of perfection. In a society that celebrates unattainable standards of beauty, success, and productivity, Instagram, TikTok, it's no wonder so many people struggle with their mental health. Social media amplifies this pressure by showcasing false versions of people's lives that often don't reflect reality. The constant comparison leaves people feeling inadequate, creating feelings of low self-worth, depression, and anxiety. The pressure of perfection becomes a toxic circle, leading people further from their true selves. So what can you do about this? First, understand that most of what people show you on the internet is a lie. They are not nearly as happy or successful as they are pretending to be. And make sure that you set your own standards when it comes to living. Nobody can tell you how to live your life. Make sure you live a life that you yourself are passionate about and ask yourself, do I want what I want because this is what I want, or is it because of what society expects from me? Before we continue, I just want to say, if you're enjoying this content and you want to go beyond the podcast, join the tribe. Catch me live on Twitch for real survival talk, Q&A, and training breakdown, and step into Discord to connect with warriors like you. My links are in the description. Don't just listen, get involved. Now back to the content. Number 4, lack of purpose and connection. Human beings are social creatures by nature, but modern society has isolated us. The fast-paced nature of work lives, the rise of digital communication over face-to-face interaction, and the breakdown of community has left many people feeling disconnected. People no longer have deep, supportive relationships and community bonds that promote mental well-being. The lack of genuine connection and purpose often leads to feelings of loneliness, which can spiral into severe mental health issues. So what can you do about this? If you have any hobbies or passions, you can try to find local groups that you can meet people who share these same passions. And if you do not have passions, start by trying to find some passions or some hobbies. But no matter what you do, try to get more person-to-person connections going on out there in your everyday life. Number 5, Financial struggles. The modern workplace culture places a high demand on productivity and performance. So most people are expecting to work long hours with little time for rest and relaxation. This chronic stress affects mental health, making individuals more susceptible to burnout, depression, and anxiety. Additionally, the constant pressure to keep up financially while also meeting societal expectations creates a state of perpetual worry and insecurities. So, what can you do about this? If you have to work, make sure that you work with purpose. Instead of just working to spend money, try to focus on also working for retirement. Focus on what are you going to need long term in order to retire, and start trying to accumulate some of those things now. Clear out debt, decide where you want to ultimately live, like what country, what state. So at least if you're going to have to work, you can kind of have some type of an end game in mind. Also, don't spend money frivolously or be pressured into spending money like in relationships if you don't have to. And if you have to work a job, make sure that you try to get a job that actually is something that you're passionate about, so at least you're having fun. Nothing is more difficult than working a job that you hate and still end up being broke. And number 6, lack of mental health education. So despite the growing awareness of mental health issues, society has done little to normalize mental health care. People often lack the knowledge or tools to manage their mental well-being effectively. In many cultures, there's still stigma surrounding seeking help. And self-care practices are often seen as indulgent rather than necessary. Without proper education and resources, people suffer in silence, unable to break free from the destructive cycles that plague their mental health. So what can you do about this? Screw what people say. If you're not feeling well, definitely seek help. Seek somebody to talk to. It's going to make you better. This is your life, not theirs. And you need to make sure that you take care of yourself first and foremost. So in conclusion, I would like to say we're not meant to live like this. The root cause of mental health issues for many lies in how society has shaped our lives. We have been pushed into an unnatural way of existing, overworked, overstimulated, disconnected, and always striving for an impossible ideal. To heal, we need to reconnect with ourselves, our communities, and the natural world. We need to challenge the system that creates stress and disconnection and instead prioritize mental well-being and a balanced life. It's time to stop living in a way that is not meant for us and start living authentically with purpose and peace. Thanks for listening to the Urban Warrior Survival Podcast. Your training doesn't stop here. Join me live on Twitch for real-time survival breakdowns. Jump into Discord and connect with the tribe. And grab exclusive gear at urbanwarriorsurvival.com. And if you want behind-the-scenes access and bonus content, head to Patreon. Until next time, stay sharp, stay ready. All of the links are going to be in the description section below. Peace. I'm out.